It's almost 11 months into 2020, and yet we are desperately waiting for the 4th season of one of our favorite contemporary series, Stranger Things. Season 3 was a heartbreak, but then came the announcement of Season 4 that would be out in 2020, and guess what? Hopper's alive, and he's not in Hawkins anymore. What an excitement it was! But the pandemic happened, and here we are with no Stranger Things 4. Yet. And I'm pretty sure you all are feeling like you have this massive Demogorgon-shaped tunnel that just needs to be filled. Stranger Things won't come till 2021, but there are a few other shows that would give you the same Stranger Things vibe. Well, don't worry you guys, because today I'm gonna tell you a few shows that would fill that massive Demogorgon-shaped tunnel. But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro, and it's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. Twin Peaks. The Duffer Brothers really made us fall in love with the fictional town of Hawkins in Indiana. They gave life to this small fictional town that we all really want to explore this town as well. Well, before Hawkins, there was Twin Peaks, a fictional suburb in Washington. Twin Peaks is also the name of the show. The American mystery drama by Mark Frost and David Lynch is listed as one of the best shows of all time and is also considered as a significant turning point in television dramas. This series is about an investigation led by the FBI Special Agent Dale Cooper along with local Sheriff Harry S. Truman into the murder of the town's homecoming queen, Laura Palmer, in the town of Twin Peaks. The perfect blend of detective fiction, supernatural elements, small-town horrors, and wacky and spectacular portrayal of hippie characters make this show truly remarkable. If I'm not wrong, there are plenty of shows on your watch list that have been inspired by this show, but let me tell you that out of all Stranger Things honored, this is the best. If you haven't seen this, then it's time to watch it. It's available on Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime Video as well. Oh, and once you watch this, you'll get the references Log Lady, Red Room, Bob, and Giant Hair from Stranger Things. The OA. Netflix gave us so many series that revolved around a person that went missing. Well, Stranger Things was one, and so is the OA. The show centers on a woman, Prairie Johnson, who was blind and went missing. The show picks up when Prairie returns, having been missing for 7 years. If that's not miraculous enough, she returns with her newly regained sight as well. The mystery here? The weird scars she has on her back. And from there on, we are taken into a world of sinister men in white coats carrying immoral experiments, a lot of alternative dimensions, and a whole lot of confusing plots that are understandable. And as for Prairie, she claims that she is the OA, or the original angel. Does that explain the scars on her back perhaps? The show revolves around her mysterious disappearance, her resurrection after years, and reveals many secrets. It is confusing, but in a good way though. If you are eager to know more about these secrets, then go to Netflix right now and watch the OA. The XFiles. I'm predicting that there will be plenty of 90s kids in the comments section. The X-Files is perhaps one of the best shows of the 90s, aired in September 1993. This show has 202 episodes. This series revolves around FBI Special Agent Fox Mulder and a medical doctor, Donna Scully, who investigates X-Files, which are unsolved cases involving paranormal phenomena. Mulder believes that these are as a result of the existence of aliens, whereas Scully scientifically analyzes these murders. The show is the perfect mismatch of supernatural, horror, and paranormal, and is also an original sci-fi show. Much like Stranger Things, this entire series brims with government conspiracies, dark agencies, unexplained phantasms. A terrific cast that is determined to get to the bottom of all the strange phantasms. You can watch all 11 seasons on Hulu. I am not okay with this. If 11, being the telekinetic heroine of Stranger Things, was what you liked about it the most, then I am not okay with this is just your cup of tea. This show revolves around Sydney from the Rust Belt, who is a young teen who also possesses telekinetic qualities. This is about Sydney, who is perplexing the complexities of high school, her sexuality, and learning to control her newfound abilities, all while dealing with the recent suicide of her father. This show is based on the comic of the same name by Charles Forsman, but lighter in tone and expansive. Watching Sydney be an outcast that isn't interested in pleasing people nor bothered about what people think of her is amazing. Also, another fun reason to watch is the way she learns to grapple her powers, and what can be better than a series with an amazing soundtrack and episodes that are only 30 minutes long. Sense8, from the creators of The Matrix and Babylon 5, comes this 10 series. This series revolves around 8 individuals who are very different from each other, connected because of a shared psychic power who can telepathically experience each other's life. All of them are haunted by an evil government agency, who of course wants to control their powers in the name of benefiting the country. This series shows us an interesting take on how everyone who is different is connected and how all can stand together and fight the bad people. The adult characters will remind you so much of the cast of Stranger Things, and those evil government agencies remind you of the wicked scientist of Hawkins National Laboratory. This is a fun series with diverse characters who span from straight, gay, trans, and lesbians. It is a whole representation of the LGBTQI community and sci-fi plot with many twists and turns. The Magicians, magic, mythical creatures, romance, parallel universes, supernatural learning, and a complex backstory involving a kid's book? This show is more of a grown-up version of Harry Potter and Stranger Things. The show is rammed with a freakish storyline and many lovable characters. Now, on to what this series is about. The series follows Quentin Coldwater, a high school senior who is a huge fan of fantasy novel series about adventures of 5 children in a magical land called Fillory. When he's accepted into an exclusive secret magician's university called Breakbills, he discovers that Fillory is a real place full of havoc and magic. Then the series goes on about Quentin and his character on a quest to unsolve the mysteries of Fillory, only to realize that magic comes with its own consequences. The Umbrella Academy. This is not exactly supernatural content like Stranger Things, but more of a superhero content. And that too, 7 superheroes. This series is based on the popular comic series of the same name. This story is about a billionaire, Reginald Hargreaves, who adopts and trains 7 superpowered children who were born on the same day at the same time. Over time, they get estranged because of the strict rules they have to follow. When Reginald dies, the estranged siblings reunite to solve the mystery of their dead dad. Then starts all the drama with these siblings come together, and suddenly their sibling 5 shows up. 2 assassins chase 5, who mastered the art of time travel because he is back from the future to stop an apocalypse. This series has all elements of humor and action while focusing on each character as well. The 2 seasons of this series are now streaming on Netflix. Warrior Nun. Warrior Nun is about a girl named Ava who wakes up in a morgue with mystic powers and finds herself caught up in the middle of an ancient war between good and evil. On her journey, she crosses paths with the Order of Cruciform Sword, which is a secret society of warrior nuns who have sworn to protect her from the world of evil. She finds out that she's the chosen one and reluctantly accepts her responsibilities, while she also tries to live a normal teenager life. The show has plenty of adventure, action, mystery, romance, all entangled in a series of twists and turns. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Based on the horror-focused Archie comics, this is sure to keep you all entertained while you wait for Stranger Things 4. This show is about Sabrina Spellman, a teenager who tries to balance her life as a normal high schooler with morals and her destiny as a witch. She and her other mortal friends constantly handle the chaos that is unleashed by other evil witches who are hiding. Just like Stranger Things, this show is also set in a town which is ruled by supernatural forces. There are monsters, evil spirits, and a group of plunky teens to fight them. The 3 parts of the series are streaming on Netflix and are to end with a final part that is all set to release by the end of this year. Dark. Well, I was saving the best for last. Dark and Stranger Things start on the same plot, missing children and people. In this series, 4 families discover that they are eerily connected after children start disappearing from a small town of Winden, and who may hold the key to why these kids went missing. The 80s setting and small town remind you so much of Stranger Things, but the time-traveling twists in this are something different from the happenings of Hawkins' lab. The missing of the children and reality-bending wormhole in Dark are the past, present, and future sins of the 4 families. Expectations subvert, things get a little complex that you might even need to draw a flowchart. This series finale season aired this year, and all the seasons are now streaming on Netflix. And with that, we come to an end. I hope these shows help you fill the void of Stranger Things while you wait for the show's 4th season. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and also turn on post notifications for more. See you soon!